Woo! Boys and girls, I upload videos every other day and I would really appreciate it if you guys could like and subscribe. Now enjoy the video. Boy oh boy oh boy oh boy, do we have a story. Well, this is the famous story about how I got hit by a car. Some of you may already know it, but it's still fun. I want to give you the full details as to how it happened. Buckle up, children, we're going on a freaking field trip. So imagine this, it's the winter of 2019. There's snow and ice everywhere, and you're inside a house, cozy, with your now ex-girlfriend. I woke up in the morning and I had college, but I woke up a little bit in the mood, if I can say that without you cringing. Well, so was she. So we get down to business, if you know what I mean. And I get so overly excited that my nose starts bleeding like in one of those anime weep degenerate stuff. Legit, my nose starts dripping blood, actually flowing heavily. At first I was scared, then I started laughing and I was like, wow, that's really weird how that happened, but it's fine, you know. So it ruined the mood, but we laughed about it and I had to go off to college. So I'm walking on this narrow back street. Usually there aren't even any cars there, but in this case there were. I'm thinking about what had just happened, how I was about to smash and my nose just started bleeding like an anime boy. So I'm thinking about that and laughing like an insane person, just laughing by myself as I walk. With my left ear I can hear somebody like riding a car behind me, but I was like, well, I'm walking here, the street is narrow, I'll pass in 2 seconds, I won't get hit, what are the odds? She will see me, or she or he will see me. I'm there. Well, they didn't see me. Turns out it was a granny that was driving. She wasn't going really quickly. She wasn't going really quick, but it was enough to send me flying. She sent me a good 8 feet or about 2 meters. She made me hurry up, is what I'm trying to say. She launched me a little bit, you know what I'm saying? She hit me. I hear the car coming. It sounded exactly like in the movies, by the way. You hear it coming closer and closer, and then you just hear, and you're on the ground. So I was just standing there wondering what the hell had just happened, kinda confused, my butthole hurts, and I hear this grandpa saying, damn granny, she almost killed our children. Now, first off, I'm not a child, I'm a full-grown man, but that wasn't my biggest issue back then. So out comes this completely worried, horrified elderly woman, and she's like, oh my boy, are you okay? Is everything fine? Well, turns out she didn't see me because she had her windshield, it was frozen, right? Her windshield was frozen. She had cleaned just enough in front of her face so she can see there, but the part where I was standing, the other half of the windshield, she hadn't cleaned it. It was still frozen and she couldn't see that I was there. Essentially, she was just looking straight ahead and didn't see me, that I'm literally like not even a meter, half a meter away from her. So that's why she hit me. She was super worried. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm really sorry, should I take you to the hospital? I'm like, nah, it's fine, dude. But since you've gone out of your way, gone out of the car, you can give me a lift to where I'm going. She's like, sure, no problem, just tell me where. Are you sure you don't want to go to the hospital? I'm like, it's completely fine, don't worry about it. She's like, which school do you study in? And I'm like, I'm actually a college student and this is my last year. I might be teaching your children after a few months. She's like, oh wow, I wouldn't have been able to tell that you're actually a college student, whatever. She gave me her number and told me when I found out what my diagnosis was to inform her. So she gives me a lift at college and I go there and all of my mates are looking at me because I'm kind of limping, you know, I'm walking like I have a stick up my butt. I try to sit down and I'm going to show you exactly what happened. I try to sit down and I do like this, you know. They're like, dude, did you go to the other side? Are you gay or something? I'm like, nah, why would you think that? They're like, well, your butthole hurts. I'm like, listen, guys, I just got hit by a car. They're like, we don't believe you, we actually think you're gay. So I had to not suck a dick to prove to them that I'm not gay, you know. I go back to my hometown and I go to the doctor. He's like, okay, listen, I have a photo scan taken of my butt. He's like, okay, listen, it's completely fine. Your entire tailbone is broken, it's completely crushed, but it's fine. I'm like, how is that fine, dude? And the doctor was like, well, it will heal, it will grow back. I'm like, alright, no problem, thank you for the information. I text the lady and I never hear back from her. I'm like, okay, so this is the situation, this and that, I'm just telling you to inform you. And she just left me on scene, which is fine. My butt healed. It looked like I was gay for about 2 months because every time I would try to sit, I'd make a noise like, ah, you know? But other than that, it was a fun experience. I didn't die. I didn't even sue her. I didn't even take my recovery money because I didn't know at the time that I had such an option if I was led to a hospital. But, you know, it was fun. It was painful a little bit, but it was exciting, you know what I mean? I wouldn't do it again. I hope no more grannies hit me with the car. But this is the whole story, boys. If you made it through it, I appreciate you. Mwah, kisses.